this week I picked my first round of pumpkins from my afterthought garden, and most of them look great. Now, pie pumpkins are going to hold for months if you store them properly. In a cool room is just fine. You don't want to let them go someplace where it's going to freeze because they'll freeze and thaw and fall apart. But in nature, unlike in the grocery store only gives you things that are, perfect food and perfect looking food. But there's a lot out there in your garden that is not perfect. Take, for example, this pumpkin. Doesn't it look perfect? Except for when you turn it around. And it's had some damage. Probably a critter got in there and nibbled on the outside. Now, can I do anything with this pumpkin? Is it okay to use? It is absolutely okay to use. And I'll show you how I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to use some of this pumpkin to make some soup. And I'll show you that recipe in another video. But first of all, I'm just going to prep this pumpkin for freezing and using later in a recipe. Very simple to do. I'm just going to roast this pumpkin, and the way I do it is just like this. First thing you want to do is just wash your pumpkin. I'll start by slicing off the part of the pumpkin that I know is okay. Here we go. Okay, let's pop this open. See what we got. Oh yeah, this is just fine. So we're just going to scoop out this part. All right, let's take a look at the rest of it. This is the part that I know is maybe suspect. So I'll just go ahead and cut down here. Sometimes these things are more superficial than they look. For example, there's a lot of perfectly good flesh in this pumpkin. I think this part is very, very, very superficial. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is just scoop out the seeds. You can save the seeds for roasting. Let's see what we've got in this one. I think this is going to be perfectly good. I'm going to cut down through this part just to take a look. Yeah, that's good. But I am just going to cut some of that off just to be on the safe side. I don't think there's anything damaging in there, but yeah, all right, good. Let's see, it doesn't go down through the flesh. It's just on the surface. Perfect. You get a lot of bang for your bucks when it comes to a pumpkin, because one pumpkin is going to yield a lot, several cups of pumpkin for cooking. Going to be far superior to anything that you can buy in a can. Line a baking sheet. I'm just using parchment paper. Again, this is not absolutely necessary, but I don't like big cleanups. I'm a little lazy that way. I'm going to plunk these upside down. I think one baking sheet's going to do it for this pumpkin. And then I'm going to take a knife. The ones that are upside down, I'm just going to slit some steam holes in it. I'm going to put this into an oven at 400 degrees. Just pop this in the oven, roast it for about 45 minutes to an hour until it begins to collapse, and you can stick a fork into it. It'll be done. Let it cool, scoop out the flesh. You're good to go. If you want to freeze it, just put it into a freezer bag or other container. I usually do about 2 cups per, because that's usually what's called for in a recipe. And you just put it in your freezer. It'll keep for a very long time. And you can use it for muffins and soups and stews and all sorts of things. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. Take care. Happy harvest.